Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. We're going to do a movie review, and the movie we're reviewing is called Your Place or Mine. It's a Netflix original movie. It stars Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon. It's starting to stream right now, and I just watched it this weekend, so we're going to talk about it. Coming right up.
Yeah, it's SINA. She ruckus. Dead beat. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm the Big Llama. This is the Big Llama Show, and this is obviously a movie review. If you haven't read the description or seen the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about the movie Your Place or Mine, and it stars Ashton Kutcher and Reese Witherspoon. Your Place or Mine, it was released in 2023. It's rated PG-13. It runs about an hour and 49 minutes. It stars Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher, and the tagline from the description says, the two long-distance best friends change each other's lives when Reese Witherspoon, her character, decides to pursue a lifelong dream, and Ashton Kutcher's character decides to volunteer and keep an eye on her teenage son. They both live on opposite coasts, and they happen to cross paths. And you know, it's your typical rom-com setup. Now, there is good in this movie. I did enjoy, I think, most of the first half of this movie, but there was a weird sense that I got. Now, I will say, before I get too far into the reaction or into the review, I will say that it did a great job of setting up the premise of the movie. So, you fully understand what happened with the relationship. And if, again, I'm not trying to spoil the movie, but they were lovers in the past, many, many years ago. And fast forward 20 years, they are still best friends, and they are talking to each other every day. So there was this something about the movie that I just couldn't put my finger on it, that I did not think that again, I don't want to spoil the movie, but guys, it's a rom-com, and it has two big stars, and what do you think is going to happen at the end of this rom-com? It's not hard to piece it together, but I won't spoil anything for you. I will just say the chemistry between Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher could have been there if they would have shared more screen time. Essentially, they share about 15 minutes of screen time. This movie pretty much is a tale of two different halves. One is Reese Witherspoon's story that she goes, in having her adventure, and she's, trying to pursue her goals. And Ashton Kutcher's story is him going over to see and to take care of her son. And so it really was a weird premise. It was, it's not quite like Sleepless in Seattle, because Sleepless in Seattle is kind of built and written that they will eventually meet. This is that they've met, they know each other, and they just don't ever interact. But what this movie suffers from is that lack of chemistry. This could have been an amazing movie. Had great stars. You had Jesse Williams as Theo Martin. You have Tig Notaro, Steve Zahn. Steve Zahn did an awesome job here. You have a lot of good actors in this movie, and it was just, again, something was off about the movie. In the middle of this movie, I was thinking that it's just not going to happen. They're not going to get together. It's not going to happen. And unfortunately, the movie did so much to build up the story, spent so much to, each individual story. So Reese Witherspoon's story in New York could have been its own movie in itself. And Ashton Kutcher's relationship with Reese's son, that could have been a movie in itself. So they spent a good significant amount of time in each of their stories, but I think they ran out of time, or they had to trim down the movie, because the last act of the movie goes by so quick and it becomes so predictable that it loses its charm. So I just think maybe it was a pacing issue, maybe it was too much story, or just maybe too much background that they were covering, but it just didn't work. And again, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoy all movies, guys. I don't ever try to shit on a movie or anything. I just think that there was something there. Now, midway through the movie, I talked to my wife and I said, I don't think they're going to I don't think this is going to work. And the reason was, again, there were so many other factors. Reese Witherspoon gets romantically involved with another character in the middle of this. So, will they or won't they? Wasn't really there. And when they started to piece together, sort of the motivations of why they should be together, it was rushed. And then again, the ending was pretty much what you would have expected from a romantic comedy. Okay, so again, this movie just suffers from poor pacing. I think editing wise, it just had too much and should have been chopped down a little bit, or probably would have focused the story more if the characters were closer in proximity, or maybe interacted with each other on and off. There was just too much separation, and it made it just for a herky-jerky movie. Guys, if I'm gonna rate this movie, I would give it maybe a 2.5, a 3 out of a 5 scale. It's not a rewatchable for me. Like that's how I gauge movies, is can I rewatch this movie? Will I rewatch it? And I don't think that I would, because it wasn't that entertaining or enjoyable to me once the second half of the movie got going. So guys, that's just my opinion. You may have loved it, and if you did, hit me up in the comments, let me know why you love this movie, or if you agree with me, tell me what are the pieces that you thought were missing of this movie. All right guys, well again, I hope you enjoyed that movie review. Again, the movie to me is just missed the mark. I'm sorry. So again, thank you so much. If you enjoy reactions like this or movie reviews like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what movies you'd like me to review or to react to in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. I appreciate it. Once again, I'm the Big Llama. This is the Big Llama Show. Thank you so much for joining me. And guys, make sure you be kind, rewind. It's movie night, and we're going to see you on the next one.
First off, I don't care what you people say. Never